are welcome to the Bottom Line Liberia.
And yes, indeed, we want to say welcome to a fresh edition of the Bottom Line Liberia discussions. Today is the 26th of March, 2024. 26th of March, 2024. Meaning, we have gone 3 months, almost 3 months, just about 3 months into 2024. And many things have that yet happened. Many things that we promised we would do is not happening or are not happening. But let me say welcome to the Bottom Line Liberia. My name is Linford Agon Goa, and I come from Liberia. I'm a Liberian, and I sit here in my little corner and try to bring you information. My colleague Paul the Lord Cholope is going to be joining us pretty soon as we progress in the program, and we also have the president of the Liberian or the European Federation of Liberian Associations. That's the president for that group, Mr. Francis Mensah. He's a regular guest here, or not guest, but panelist here. He's going to be with us later on if time permits. But tonight we'll be looking at some of the stories that make headlines in the major newspapers in Liberia. Not all of the stories, some of the stories, the one of interest to us. And a lot of you might have read those papers even before we think about bringing them, but we'll be analyzing some of the stories that you've already read or heard in our own way, and adding some flavors to it, and that's the purpose why we bring the newspapers. And also, I mean, to be frank, not everybody reads newspaper in Liberia though. So this could be your opportunity. And for those of you joining us from Liberia via Jala TV, we want to say welcome. This is the Bottom Line Liberia discussion as usual. This is where we discuss the issues and give our opinions. They may not be right, they are not wrong either. Paul the Lord Cholope, welcome to the show from Great Britain.
And thank you, Linford, and good evening to our listening audience. And it's good to be back for another edition of the Bottom Line Liberia. This is where we come to have fun, discuss issues, and put a little bit of fun in it as well, instead of everybody being bored, talking about politics. But today we'll look at a few things too that is important for Liberia. And we'll look at the daily newspaper articles that they put out, what the news saying in Liberia. We'll also we'll do some little comparison with the former president George Weah, 50 days when he took over, compared to the 50 days of President Joseph Boakai. We just want to see the inexperience and experience. How can we blend those two together, and then we'll make our own little analysis on it. So yeah, the show will be interesting today, and to our viewers, kind of share the show. So Linford, yeah, the Lord Cholope is here. He's happy to be back in for another discussion here. What say you?
Okay, it's going to be interesting, like you said, and tonight we encourage all of you to join us so that we'll discuss the issues. But we're going to take a musical break, and after that we'll come back. In fact, while we're on a break, we'll be sharing the show, and when we'll come back, we'll get right into the discussions.
My people, where you at? Where you at? Wake up from your slumber, stop sleeping. Wave your hands, wave your hands, wave your hands, wave your. Come on, come on, come on. I know you're sleeping now. You gotta wake up small, yeah? Okay, let's go. The people who us, the people lie to us, the government betray us, so much. I said they lie. The people who us, the people lie to us, the government betray us. say we tired with their lies. We tired with their promises that led us to a lot of damages. We tired with that speech they preach indeed, and now unique they deceive us. The thing we saw, it frustrate us. So why did you lie? Why did you steal? Why did you allow the citizens to be? You see, we just tell you that why we voted you. But you fool us, you screw us, you use us a little and abuse us. So why? The government should lie. Why? But that's the question that we ask. They lie. The people fool us. The people lie to us. The government betray us. They betray us so much. I said they lie. The people fool us, so the people lie to us. The government betray us. They can lie, they can steal, they go knock the corrupt. No one to trust. My people don't want to hope on. Nobody. My hope that I have been broken. I'm telling you, brother. So where are the schools? Where are the roads? Where are the jobs that they say they could afford? But they're too selfish. The people tired with their rhetoric. People tired, they tired. You see the reason why we ask why the government betray. They have enough of time, but yeah, then instead they delay. People suffer. No work for people crying for hunger. Look at. Your vision and your mission, your intention to the nation, they poor. You got nothing to show. Nothing. So why? The government should lie. Why? But that's the question that we ask. They lie. The people fool us. The people lie to us. The government betray us. They betray us so much. I said they lie. The people fool us, so the people lie to us. The government betray us. They can lie, they can steal, they go knock the corrupt. We tired with their promises that led us to a lot of damages. We tired with that speech they preach indeed, and now unique they deceive us. The thing we saw, it frustrate us. So why did you lie? Why did you steal? Why did you allow the citizens to be? You see, we just tell you that why we voted you. But you fool us. You screw us, you use us a little and abuse us. So why? The government should lie. Why? But that's the question that we ask. They lie. The people fool us. The people lie to us. The government betray us. They betray us so much. I said they lie.
And Paul, welcome back again. You know what? I heard on one talk show that this music is coming back on the chart. It's becoming number one in Liberia. Is that true? Have you heard that?
But this music have always been number one. Government come, government leave, government go, government come. The same old story. Nothing changed in Liberia. So this music will always be number one. Yeah. Takunje music. I think
I was
he should get an award every 6 years. Yeah.
I was surprised when I heard it on. Actually, it was the closing argument that they said this music is becoming number one again because the government lied to us, the people lied to us, and you know we've been the one promoting this music all the time. It's become our theme song, and the purpose to do that is because we know that all these governments that have been coming, they will come and lie just to get a court, and like a political Liberian political analyst or political von as I would like to call him, Samuel St. Jackson said once, that Liberian politics are just clique, the poor and I can have a clique, we bring our own people, when we finish collecting, we leave, then the next man bring that clique. They will not include the other people. So, that's how it's been all the time. But we want to say officially to you, welcome. This is the bottom line Liberia, and if you join here for the first time, we want to say stay here and Chandra Brown said she loves this music. Everyone loves this music because the music is a music that tells us exactly what the Liberian government looks like, the true picture of the Liberian government. But for tonight, we'll be looking at some of the stories in the paper. Yeah. And I guess you got something for us that you want us to start with.
Well, the thing is, I think, let me see if I can put this up. It's the New Dawn newspaper that caught my eye today. And let me see if I can add this on there. I want your take on it. It's about, right. You see, this is the New Dawn newspaper of Liberia. The rescue train is derailing. That's the question. So, and I don't know what your take on this, that the rescue train came to rescue our people.
There are keywords right here. Rescue. When we watch movies or even television and the news, and you hear that earthquake took place in one country, or flood, or tornado, or houses burning, or some big disaster happened, you have people who respond to that disaster to save people who are victimized or who could be further victimized. So you go to rescue them. It means to save them out of harm's way. So if this government that we have is a rescue government, meaning that under the Weah administration, things were not good. And so they claimed they were going to come to rescue us. So then we expect that everything was in place, because listen to me, Paul, you cannot be a fire service man. You see a house burning and you go there to rescue the people. Then you didn't even have the first fire gear. In fact, then you carry a gallon of gasoline with you in a burning house to further exacerbate the entire episode. So we expected these people to have everything in place, because they sat on the sideline. Normally, those of us who used to play football, when you're sitting there, you can see all the loopholes where the strikers, the wingers, and the defenders, where they're making a mistake. You can see all. So that when you are substituted, you will go and close that gap. So these people sat down on the side. In fact, they were there before for 12 years. Then they left. They sat down. They went on break for another 6 years, making it 18 years. So the 12 years of their rule plus the 6 years of their waiting as substitute was enough for them to even recover from the mistakes that they made for that 12 years. And then look at the mistakes of the government that was in power recently and say, no, listen, we were here, we made these mistakes for 12 years. Now, we're sitting down again and watching another mistake. So we can fix it, put plans into place so that the moment they get on, they can start moving. And this very president whose picture you see has over 50 years of governmental experience, according to the people. And he's the most experienced man, wise man. And so everybody thought that the moment this government comes, it will hit the ground, speeding, not even running, but speeding, if not flying. But this is a big question that the New Dawn newspaper asked. The rescue train derailing? Is it derailing? What's happening? Because the king of rescue, and then things are not going the way people expected it to be. So in fact, the signal that they gave the Liberian people from the start was they said you should lower your expectation. The moment they came, the moment you gave them the chair, they sat in, they said lower your expectation. So the expectation that they raised for you in the election when they came, they say you should lower it. This is Liberian politics for you, Paul.
Yeah, but the thing is, even I heard something today. I don't know whether it's Grand Bassa County or River said I think it's a landslide or something took place. We're trying to get that information. So
I think I saw some picture. I saw some picture somewhere. I don't know if I can find it, but just be talking. I'll look for it if I can find it.
So you see, when a country is stable, the last time we had landslide in Liberia, I think it was 1983, if I can recall. It was Samuel Dotan, Norway Camp, the Mosla incident.
Norway Camp, yeah.
That was long time ago. Yeah, I think it was around 83, 84, if I can recall, the Norway Camp incident. Now, Liberia have been, apart from the Civil War, we have not had any, apart from that landslide, we haven't had any major natural disaster in Liberia. So when you come with this thing, say rescue, that a country, there's some volcano are taking place in Liberia. I mean, you come with your helicopter, all the digging tools that you have to bring people back to life. So now, what's happening here with the rescue train that came to rescue Liberia? And New Dawn is asking, is a train derailing? And when something is derailing, like a train going and then it leaves the track, usually people can die in the process. Yeah. So this is where it's happening. Like they buried in government for 3 months, and things just go up helter-skelter. They appoint people. They found out that the names they gave was wrong names. They removed the names. They have other people removing them. So what is going on? This is the question New Dawn is asking. Where's the rescue heading? See, the train have not left the station yet. The first attempt for the driver to move is derailed. What's going on? Therefore, so this is the situation Liberian face with.
Okay, and can you imagine, Paul? You touched something that is the train even move here and start derailing. Number one.
Yeah.
Yeah, the train even move and start derailing. Number one, the first thing is they told you to lower your expectations. So like you were supposed to fly from Liberia to London. By the time you finish buying your ticket, the company, the airline did not tell you that there is problem, or that your seat. In fact, you pay for your business class. Some people pay for their first class and everything. By the time you're getting the plane, they close the door, the plane ready. In fact, the plane taking out the same man. You're that business class pay for, no business class, go sit down on one seat, go for anywhere. That's why they tell to the people, you get them all a go in the election, and they ran with it. They thought they had seen the promised land, and then time comes, then you tell them, say, my man, later we are telling you now what we'll do, so you lower your expectations. So anybody who gets sense, Paul, will begin to know from the onset that this government was not up to any good task. Now, this question about whether the rescue train is derailing, it brings in so many things that we can ponder on. Number one, the composition of the rescue train, the Prince Johnson factor, where this president have made commitment to the international community to bring war crimes court. And he knows that on his train, one of the major players in the war is on that train. And then he made a commitment. So by signing the document for the war crimes court, or giving the approval, the government giving the approval to establish it, would cause a serious problem on that train, because one of the major engineers on that train is an alleged war criminal. or a major player in
He's
the
not
war.
alleged war criminal. He is a war murderer. So we know that he murdered our president on TV. So it's not like alleged. It's something that he
I
did.
mean, that's enough. That's enough evidence, and we can say that because everybody saw it. And this is the man who slapped the wife of the former defense minister, and since then nobody has seen her. He was the last person everybody saw her with on the TV. Okay, but having said that, so the point I'm trying to make is that the train it seems to be derailing. It has not derailed, but it seems to be. So that
Let me
question
put
I
it
think
off.
is
Our viewers, the viewer have to answer the question from New Dawn, Liberia.
yeah, okay,
I mean,
you're right. You viewers, you can leave your comment. Just leave your
yeah,
comment as to
it's a
whether
question.
this what do you see. Leave your answer if you think yes or no. Just leave your answer in the comment box and we'll read it for you. But Paul, besides the derail, what seems to be the derailing of the train, there are other things happening. And this is the reason why the New Dawn ask this question. For example, look at this one, where the budget, and this budget was not prepared by this government. So let me get this part straight. This budget was not prepared by this government, by the Boakai government. This budget was prepared by the outgoing administration, the Weah administration, and they presented it to this government for their perusal. Okay? And then this government sent it to the House for approval. But the people, financial experts, have seen that there are several shortfalls within this particular budget. And one of the areas that they pick up, okay, if we should just do due diligence by reading some of the things that he wrote there, then we can come up. And one of the areas they pick on was the agriculture sector. The agriculture sector.
Yeah. Anyways, to our viewers, sorry for the interruption, baby. So Linfa will be back shortly to talk to us about in the rescue train. They talk about arrests. That was their platform they were on. And arrest agriculture was the beginning of what they talk about. But in this budget, arrests agriculture and also tourism was ecotourism. But the budget is submitted, it seems that the agriculture got less money. Tourism will hardly hear about this ecotourism that we're preaching about. So when Linford come back, he will take us through the process to find out what is happening. Is this the reason why New Dawn is saying that the rescue train derailing? And that's the question, and that's the topic for discussion tonight. So we'd love to hear from our viewers. You can make your comment on this before when Linford get back, then we can talk about this the report from Front Page Africa about the budget. Something is important in our budget that based on their manufacturing the railway, they have not even put money into that environment. So we'll look at it. So while we wait for Linford, I want to say to our viewers, those who following us for the first time by Jala TV, welcome to the Bottom Discussion. This is where we look at the news report on a daily basis and discuss it. Linford, welcome and take us through.
Okay. So like I was saying, some of the major areas that is spotted that financial expert has spotted is the agriculture sector and a few other areas. So, for example, they are saying that not much. In fact, 92% of the budget. I'm not a financial person, so I hate to go into these financial stuff. But they are saying that I'm just quoting exactly what the people are saying. they are saying that about 92% of the whole budget went towards recurring, and that would include things like payrolls and all other things that the government has to do. And the other one, the other percentage went towards what they call the public sector investment program, the PSRP. Okay, so this is so when the New Dawn newspaper asked this question as to whether the train is derailing, I think these are some of the things they look at, because this is a government that came to power. We've gone 50. We'll be doing the 50 days analysis, but we've gone over 3 months now, almost over 3 months, and everything is not yet on course. They are still making appointments and things. I don't want to go into what we'll be discussing, but there are several things that will make anybody to want to ask questions. Let the newspaper just ask, is this train derailing? What's going on? Because everybody has high expectation that when this government comes to power, they'll begin to move and things will be right on course. But then what's happening?
Well, that's a good question, and is up to Liberians to answer that question, because this is what they wanted. They wanted a government that have the most experience than the other people that were running. So this is the question. But Linford, our Liberians will always dig our own grave. You see, and what I'm saying, we always dig our own grave. And this is an analogy that I used during the campaign in Liberia. This woman have a husband that they been together for 12 years. And the man, he been very abusive of this woman, been beating on her for 12 years. She decided, say, enough is enough. I'm going to move to another person. And she moved to another relationship. And the relationship that she went to, the relationship now also started doing similar thing that she went through for 12 years. Then the same woman now decided, say, what? Enough is enough of the relationship. But then other guys come and say, look, we seen you suffering. I think it's about time that you come. And the good one, she said, no, let me go back to the guy who been beating me for 12 years. So this example I give you here is with Unity Party and CDC. Liberian brought in George Weah because they said Unity Party was so bad. Then all of the blue, they decided to go back to Unity Party again. So what do you expect? So the question the New Dawn is asking, have you been called into this thing that they came to rescue you, and now you barely 3 months into their premiership, the train now have not left the station, the tracks are falling apart. What's going on? And what does they mean by the tracks are falling apart? Up to now, they have not, barely 3 months up to now, the government is still, they still appointing people. And they get 100 days to tell us what they're going to do within 100 days, the promise they made to us. They stay appointing. And when they appoint names, somebody will change the name and put another person's name. So that's what the New Dawn is asking, is the rescue train derailing? That's the question for tonight. Talk to me.
Wow. And Paul, you rightly say, that part. I like that particular analogy you gave about the the bad relationship. You see, Liberian people will have to learn. Probably we need to learn the hard way, which we are doing right now. That's what we're doing. We need to learn the hard way. There is nothing strange to us when it comes to how bad these people have been governing. Okay, but again, because we do not know what we want, we'll always allow these things to happen to us. Now, let's look at another story where the new managing not managing director, but a new director of the LRA, Mr. Dowo Jala. What we will call Sokon, like we used to say, he gave up. Like we say, oh, my man, he gave up. This is a man who stood his ground. He refused the lawmakers to have several TJ-free opportunities. And what did they do? The lawmakers, they threatened him. They say, if you don't allow us to do this, in fact, you need to come to us to answer questions. If you don't do it, you go to jail. And so they met with him recently. We hear his counselor, Nangbali, Councillor Nangbali. And the next thing we hear is that he succumbed to them. So that means he will do what they want. Okay? So can you imagine? And so if you live in a country like this, where things can happen, the lawmakers will decide what happened, and they can look at a presidential appointee and invite you and say, do this. If you don't do this, we'll jail you. And then, so what do you expect? And it's like, again, people will wonder why Liberia remains as it is. When we are
so you need to tell our viewer what did they want to summon him for? Why?
Okay, let me because I don't want it to be like me saying it. So what I will do, I'll go to the story and read it for them. It says that the leadership of the Honorable House of Legislatives on Monday, March 25, held what observers have described as consultative conversation with the commissioner of the Liberia Revenue Authority, the Honorable James Dowo Jala, and his legal counsel, Nangbali Warner. Okay, the peaceful conference came days after members of the House threatened to incarcerate, to jail, Mr. Jala if he refuses to sign the duty-free for 2 cars each for them. They invited him to appear before them yesterday to answer questions. So you see, like I was saying, they told the man, we want you to give our duty-free so that we can have duty-free on 2 cars each. But if you don't do it, then come here and tell us reason why we shouldn't do it. And the next thing we get into here is that they met with him and his counselor, and they call it consultative meeting, right? Like, kind of talk, like, hey, how can I say that? So after the hanging here now, the man gave him. So it means that every lawmaker will have to have that duty-free privilege on items, personal items. They can send container with 2 cars, and in that container you can have personal items. So tell me, what's going on? Who is it? They make a law in their interest. So you, Paul, as an individual, as a free citizen, you say you want to bring your container, you will pay every cent. I do send container. I don't know how it works, but they will allow us to pay, even if you send one cell phone in a container, you will pay for it. You got to list it. But the lawmaker will say, no, give her free, duty-free. So imagine that how many of them in the house? There are
103.
Okay. 103 of them.
103 lawmakers.
Yeah, in both houses, right? So
yeah.
if all of them send 2 cars, that would be 206 cars.
So it means that the port will not generate any revenue.
No, they will generate revenue only from the lower people. So, but port,
yeah. So imagine if you send a 44, if you send the 24 container that contain 1 car with other things in it, that 24 container if you have an SUV in it that will cost you to pay like maybe $2,000-3,000 tax to the government, because a lawmaker come in, it go free, so the government will be losing. But this is an age-old problem in Liberia. It's something that been happening for years, so it's nothing new. So the lawmaker knows that, and some of them been bringing in vehicles and they use it. They even make money out of it. Something that our experience. My friend was in the in he left the house now. He was representative. You send vehicle, you put his name there, you collect it, and then you have to get him money on the side. So they do it all the time for
Okay,
business.
but Paul, look at it. The guys are there. The House of Representatives, they are there for 6 years. So within 6 years, they will send
Every
each
year
person
you
will
entitled
be able to
to
send 12
every
cars.
year you
Yeah.
entitled to clearing 2 vehicles every year.
Yeah. Okay, so the guy will send
Yes.
12 cars within 6 years.
Yes.
Then,
So people use, and some of them, what they do, they will talk to their friends, because I big business in the legislature. So if the Lord Children is sending 2 vehicles, and I want our additional vehicle make it 3, then Linford is my colleague. I'll go talk to Linford. Look, my man cleared my vehicle on my behalf. So small team will drive for Linford. So that means some of them get car, rental cars. Some of them have the thing what they call used cars, please, because that's what they do. So it's a big business that is happening event there. So it's no surprise to me for them to summer double Jara to go there, because it's like he taking gravy from their mouth. The legislature in Liberia are the one that been killing the country, and this is the fact. They mean not. So imagine, look, I left Jonathan in a scene house. You made me lawmaker. I never roll what we call Bobby Soto back in the days, so old cars, and now all of the blue. I now run the later $80,000 cars. If I run $80,000 vehicle, think about it. From Zine House to $80,000 vehicle, and then all of a sudden I'm getting 15,000 as my salary. Because if you put all of their little cut together, the total money those people take home is about $60,000. If you put all their little thing together, 60 plus $1,000 that legislature one person take home a month. So these are the people that are carrying the country. You see? So what do you expect? So and then it comes back to the question that New Dawn is asking: is the rescue team train derailing? If you came to rescue the country, those are the places you're supposed to get rid of. Those are the loopholes that will make the country to generate serious revenue. And it's continuing. So there's nothing changed. You see? I said by Ellington, this thing was going on, and now the same group came back. So they know about the situation, and that big business.
yeah, but I think we just have to accept it, because we continue to elect the same people over and over again, and they are used to it. So we just got to accept it. And I mean, Dowo Jara might have attempted to do the best, but that's how much he can do. And what did they do? They threatened him with jail sentence. Okay, for trying to stand there for the Liberian people. But the people who should be standing for the Liberian people say no. These are our Liberian people. We know how to treat them. They used to us. Now you don't want to block us, we'll jail you if you don't do what we want. So
But Linford, yourself, you know, when you come into picture with Steve from the people, Liberia, that big elephant, me, everybody can come and cut. The new people have just come in the house to they want to cut. Then you want to stop them, and that's why they're getting angry. See, just watch the movement. All of them want to cut something, and this is the point. So, I mean, some of those guys, they buying cars, and then they get their friends to bring it. So they hire cars to people. So the whole country is just complete mess, man. I would say we in Liberia, maybe something just wrong, or we're not normal people. If we're normal, some of the things will stop. You muted.
I like to hear that word when they say we are not normal people. We are normal people, but we just do things the other way. We are normal. We got 2 hands, 2 legs.
But if it's normal, you do things. Yeah, if it's normal, you do things normal, the normal way. But in Liberia, we do the odd normal thing. So I don't think we're normal, to be honest. If one person from Jonathan in a Zine hall start writing $80,000, and this is the person that was few years back was selling Kuwait on the street, instead of, because if you go in the house, it's supposed to go to serve the people.
Yeah,
You
but
see your servant.
the guy was
So
selling Kuwait.
in
The guy
Liberia,
was selling Kuwait. Opportunity open that buy again.
and it was steal, because the thing is about stealing. So that is
Well,
complete stealing.
we'll be right back, and then when we come back, we'll be going through the next stuff that we'll be discussing. Okay, we are back. That was just a short promo. But Paul, in Antwerp, the European Federation of Librarian Associations will be hosting a business symposium, should I call it that? And it's going to be on the 25th of May. It's just today is what? The 26th of February. So February 26th to April 25th. It's about 2 months away.
That's a month from now. Yeah.
Yeah. Roughly a month. So we expect to see some faces there, people who know Liberian entrepreneurs in the European diaspora, and also people from elsewhere will be coming. So we just want to let you know, those of you in Europe, so that you will not say, oh, I didn't know about these things. So it's roughly 2 months away, because for now, until April 26th, that 1 month from April 26th to that time, May 26th, that 2 months. So you can buy your tickets and get ready. It's going to be in the city of Antwerp in Belgium. So EFLA will be bringing together Liberian entrepreneurs and potential Liberian business people to discuss ways of seeing how we can, galvanize our efforts to see if we can develop some programs to encourage businesses from Europe or elsewhere to go to Liberia. But let's continue on the next phase of the program, which will be the comparison. And this is the most hard part to do, Paul. I mean, this would have been I'm not saying it is, but it would have been very difficult for us to do. But it's easier to do. And why do I say, for me, it's easier to do? I don't know about you. But why do I say it's easy? If you ask me, I will begin by telling you that this current administration has made it easier to compare them to George Weah's administration. In that, people waiting for 100 days. Me, I'm not waiting for 100 days. I'm taking the first 50 days. They've gone 66 days. They've gone 66 days into the 100 days. So you got 40, you got 30, you got 35 more days or 34 more days. They've gone 66 days and you got 34 more days. So it's over the half mark. It's like if you are running 100 meters or 200 meters, if you go 100 meters, you go half of the mile. So if you win, you can tell. Because why? You go half of the mile, and what's happening? You're way at the tail of in the group, so you just mark yourself out. But if you are way at the head, then mark yourself in. But let's see the process. And it's good to have you back. We earlier on said that the president of the European Federation of Liberian Association will be a Mr. I'm hearing something. Somebody got anything when you got a meeting. So Francis is here. Welcome, sir. But so Paul, like I was saying, if you run it 200 meters and then you have about 6 people in a various lanes. You are 6 people, all of the lanes, and you go over 100 meters, and then you are way at the end of the 6, the group of 6. So just mark yourself out, or if you are at the head, mark yourself in. So after this government had gone 50, 66 days, one would have thought that by this time things will be in place. You have all of the appointments. In fact, even consulting those who have appointed to come to you with some briefing about their new jobs, how to find it, what do they need, how are they doing, what are the difficulties, what are the progress that they have made. You should be getting your first progress report, okay? According to the promises that I made, that within the first 100 days, you have some deliverables to post off. But Paul, how far have we gone? Welcome, Francis. And this question also goes to you, Francis. How far are we going in the first 66 days of the 100 days, remaining 34 more days?
Well, to be honest, the progress have been very slow, and we think it's time that the president and his team speed up. I don't know how much due diligence they have to take or do in terms of appointing those people to positions. So I think, as I stated, the president and his team needs, especially the president, he needs to, act faster than what he's doing, because this may drag on, probably be up to July. If I mean, I know I don't. I mean, I can't comprehend it. I can't just comprehend. You got the appointing people, dismissing people, withdrawing. I mean, come on. How much careful, how much articulate you have to, I mean, how much precaution you have to take. I mean, just a point, so, I mean, for me, I mean, I think the Papa is right acting the slow Joe right now. He really needs to step up game.
The Joe near organizing as sleepy Joe, slow Joe, fast Joe, laser Joe. I reckon I think okay, I tell you now, I was slow Joe, all I knew was sleepy Joe.
This president don't make me laugh. Yeah, welcome, my brother. No, they think before Francis is right here. He acting a really slow Joe because what you see, the most experienced person coming make the inexperienced more popular on this. That's because the Weah men who are very much inexperienced, look at what is happening. By this time, Weah had his team set. They were running with all kind of things. They were going to do this, do that. But in this process is too slow. And it will make Weah look good. And it's just a bad news for the country. The experienced people to make Weah look. Yeah, it's something wrong. He really need to wake up and do fast. So if you look at, I mean, I would say this. By this time, we know because Weah had this energy in him. He was excited. You could see that, he was going for the, how they call it, Bali Island at this time. At this time, Doe Community Road, we have constructed Doe Community Road. You could see that's happening. We have government at this time, we could see what about 80 or 90% or 85% they were in place. But the way the old man going slow, he coming there, we are the law so good. And there could be another thing that people could run with, say, oh, next time we are put his hand in the ring, they say we are get presidential experience. This could lead to that. I'm being honest here. This could lead to that.
I mean, exactly. This behavior is putting the opposition in a better position, to propagate the message, because we say 100 days, it just close to a month will be 100 days, and although it's not raining, so we don't expect roads to, no cloud heating them up. They'll start looking into June, July, then we'll know. So, but honestly, the president has to step up. There's too much bureaucracy around him. Yeah, so many people, I think, interfere in his decisions in terms of appointments. I just heard on one of the local news, the radio, or I call it online platform talk show, that the appointed some guys at the Justice Ministry. Then he trying to record them again. Come on, I mean, for Christ's sake, get the people benefit of the doubt. I mean, you can't keep, you're appointing people and then you're recording people. I mean, you need to set a government up and start running. The government is not just finance ministry or justice ministry or foreign affairs or what you call LRA. No. The government has a plethora of functions. I mean, even the sweeper is a function of the government. So come on, man. We need to get started.
We need to get started. It's true.
When we look at the slow pace at which the train is moving, and this is supposed to be a train. This is not supposed to be one keke. It's not supposed to be motorcycle. It's not supposed to be bicycle. Train. And that's why the new dawn will ask, is the train derailing? Because
the train at a rail bus, but not a modern train. I don't know about it. A rail bus you rail bus.
No. I was born. My grandfather village right on the Iboye land on the train track. The car road and the train track right between there. My grandfather bought a land and there I was born. So my eye open on the train.
The rail bus, my man.
Yeah, the rail bus will move faster because we had this major crossing in our village. There was a crossing. So when the rail bus is coming, it will remain far and blow out phone. Boom, then we'll know. Every evening around 6 o'clock. I know it well. So then this will have one small one called chaser. It gets small. I think I can take 2 or 3 people small. So I think that's why we're moving with. We're not moving with the rail bus.
They're coming from the mind, actually.
Yeah, that's small one.
Yeah.
but yesterday I made a podcast, and one of the things I talked about in that podcast was the fact that this government is not looking at tangibles, or they're not looking at things that will benefit them or benefit the Liberian people, but they're creating their own roadblocks. For example, you got 100 days, plan set, and you're supposed to meet 100 days, before you can get into your next plan. Now, before that time, those 100 days that you talk about, within that time, you're supposed to bring complete report to the Liberian people and say, look, this is what I promised and this is what I have delivered. And then if you go into the second phase, then the Liberian people will trust you. But you failed in only 100 days. So how will you come back to us and tell us, okay, my second 100 days again? Okay, how do we? Then we're going to a year now. So how do we buy that? Now, they're going talking about asset recovery. Now, let me throw something out there where we discuss, where we debate. They talk about auditing, right? And that was part of the 100 days plan. Have they started the audit? Has the audit caught anybody? Is anybody in court for the audit report? Or has anybody been, cleared by the audit report that, oh no, we audited you and we didn't find anything? Maybe somewhere. I have not seen it.
But Linford, that one is process.
I agree, but they say it's part of the plan. But it should start. Every process can start. It ain't got to end the same day, but it got to start. So I've not seen it started. But then the next thing they did was they set up an asset recovery team. Because in my mind, I don't know much about these things, but I know I'm not stupid either. In my mind, if I'm supposed to audit Paul, I believe that Paul took something that does not belong to him. And I want to recover that thing from Paul. But I cannot go and just grab Paul and take it from him. I will audit him to find out that he actually took it or not. Audit is just investigation to ask. The thing is supposed to be that they hire like this, so can't get report about how you manage with this one. Simple. But if you have not started the audit, then you set up an asset recovery team. This asset recovery team is a committee that have been set already. They got head. They're supposed to have office. You're supposed to be paying them. You're supposed to buy vehicles for them. They want monthly salary, right? So they have not even started working. Nothing for them to do. You go set a committee. You should have started auditing first. So they put so many rods into the fire at the same time, and all of the rods are getting red at the same time. How to beat it? You see it? So they create their own thing where their focus will be diverted from what they actually supposed to achieve within 100 days or beyond. They gotta be struggling with auditing. They gotta be struggling with going to retrieve assets that they cannot even identify, because you cannot go. How do you recall something that you don't know? So that was what my podcast was about yesterday. You cannot recall anything that you don't know about. Is it a building that you see for Weah? Okay, and Weah is not going to be very easy to get. You can't just go grab him and say, we're taking out your building. He can provide papers and say, no, I'm working, I have friends, I have money, I took money from people, I pay my house, and yeah, the paper, what you do? If we are store money, you think we are go post he can put it through some business.
Yeah, but that's what I said. It's a process. It takes time. Even you establish now the investigation alone.
Yeah.
Even 100 days, it would not. It would not happen. It takes process. Yeah, it's a process. So that's that one. I will give it to this. Any seller and welcome that. So it takes process. But what you said that my attention is like what Francis said, the slow pace is not good, because what happened in the 100 days, if they don't meet their target, guess who benefit? Because a lot of the key opposition are very quiet. They didn't say anything yet, but that when they will pound on the 100 days plan, because if your Christmas will be good, you know from the eve. And most of them are quiet and they're waiting. You see? And this is what I'm saying. That slow pace will cause them, because when the noise start, and then you have to now start what? Every time noise.
Defending.
Yeah. Defending.
Defending. What if they let the LU and Librarian and the politicians can say they'll be losing political capital.
Aha. That's the fact. That's the truth of the matter. You see?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So they need to do something quick. Yeah. I don't know how they're gonna do this, but they need to act quick.
Yeah, but honestly, because this will create a situation for the opposition to really pound on the government. You cannot be in the position of just defending coming up at a time, because look, since the government took power, so to speak, they're all being defensive. They're always doing things that they're coming to clarify. The 300,000 for the party stewards. They're on the defensive. Government should start to be very proactive. These people have been in government for years. All of them there, everybody have working government in one position or the other. So they should know what's going on. Like with we administration, who had a bunch of novices, who did not work, who did not know nothing about government. Few of them working in government. McGill, assistant minister, resigned. And some of them was like finance ministry, went to the African Development Bank. Few people were around there. But the bulk of the people here, they were all people in government. If they were not assistant minister, there was some director somewhere in some agency or so. So these guys should have the knowledge of how to run these institutions, government. So
That's right.
I don't know why it is taking so much time. The problem I think is that if you want to be so meticulous, you want to be very careful, you don't want to make mistakes. So in that process, when you start to do those things, you make mistakes along the line because you overly careful. You want to, you don't want to make mistakes. Look at the budget. Maybe I just want to go off a little bit on the budget. The budget is like, come on, man. They are trying to avoid fault short. They don't even want the budget shortfall. They want the people to say, "Oh no, y'all say y'all could raise 1 billion. There you can make you're doing now." So budget shortfall. So what they did to what they did to Eddie, CDC did to Eddie, the Unity Party did to CDC, the ANC did to CDC. So everybody careful. Got the budget 400 million. What is that? They're not ambitious enough. Where you generate revenue from, man? Come on. I said they didn't include the donors' money. Hell, man, we'll be living on donors forever. It's an independent country. Go and get out there. You got tax. Formulate strategies to gain revenue.
You're talking about formulating strategies to gain revenue, but what are your lawmakers doing? They are rather threatening the man who is collecting the revenue that if you tell us that we should not get our free, duty-free privilege to bring in 2 cars per person or per representative, we'll jail you. Come and tell us why. So in a country like this, how do we generate revenue? And guess
that's
what?
abuse of power.
Representatives and senators, they got free electricity, and they're supposed to be paying.
People are overly paid for everything for what they do in Liberia. They are overly paid for doing nothing. Just go cost nurse in that place, in that building there. Overly paid. I don't blame them because earlier I blame because of political accommodation. She gerrymandered the board, the cities and towns will make people, representatives and stuff like that. And we have only 2 representatives for the country.
I will differ with you a little bit. Ellen created an opportunity that everybody can be represented, choosing who they want. But the people I blame are us. We the voters. Because these people they receive this huge amount of money in our name of representing us. They don't do nothing. Then when time comes, we vote for them again. And then we sit down, after voting, we sit down in the corner and cry. So don't blame Ellie created an opportunity. But
she created opportunity at the time she was president. Those guys, they were making so much money. They had all the benefits. Every time they wanted something she wanted something to be passed, she threw money their way. She gave them this, she gave them that. So I think she's a major problem.
So I agree with Francis on this one. Everybody won't go in the house because that's where they can get rich. It started on early. Charles Taylor, who went into that house and got rich, that we know of. It was Ellington that we had the Nuquays, the Talos, the Snows, all the people then that went in the house. Yomni went in our house. Yomni Kanga Lauren. Today she a rich woman. This is the fact. Was she a rich person before? I saw Bocha where put all his, how they call it, access thing. The man he talking about getting $200,000 in his bank account just short period of time. You kidding me? So Eddie created a condition that attracts everybody to go to the house to go steal. And now to be able to do to undo what she did, it just takes some kind of leader that comes and say,
No,
look,
but you see,
because what happened, you see
but
the
I'm looking at
president.
this from a different perspective, Paul. I agree that Ellen created a condition for that lawmakers can get rich. I agree. But Paul, if you send me to be, say Ellen had already created a condition, we agree, right? Then you send me to be your representative. I go, I care for you. I get everything I want. You live in a district, and I even say hello to you, sir. Then time to vote again, and you know what I've been to is not good, but you supposed to vote me to go there. Then time for the next vote, you take me, send me by again. So who you blame? You blame Ellen? Blame yourself. Ellen, then I say the people should go and take the money and not do what is going to do for that people. Yeah.
I said to you, we are not normal people. We, Liberian, we're not normal. If we normal, we do normal things. We're not normal people. I get classic example. Carlos Gray in my district. Where Carlos Gray served that place for what? 18 years. That 18 or 12, going to 18. What did Carlos Gray do? He just bear him and put some kind of palawa hall. They voted him over and over. So, and this guy going to Paris to have wedding. Sir Joseph, who they call what? The Ebola hero. He fought Ebola just to go somewhere and use his will get some ambulances in the country with some, how they call it, drugs. They say man fought Ebola. Today, they bring him where he is. Then the other guy, how they call it, Tomo Father. He took the people money, built one big school, 72nd there, he called it university. They supposed to vote. So if we normal people, you see the person doing wrong, you will not vote them. You see?
Yeah,
that's the point.
We shouldn't blame Ellen for creating a job. But
so what the house supposed to be places that people go to serve, not to go get rich. But Liberia,
the I want to talk about again is Francis mentioned that earlier on passively. He talked about the bureaucracy around the president, the people around the president. Look, listen to me. I don't buy that. And you know the reason why I would not buy it is, Francis, in your house, you don't live alone. You get your children there. You get your wife and your children there. So if Francis is supposed to take a decision because he get a wife and children there, so you're not take it, or if your children there do something that you know is not right, wouldn't you take? I'm sorry that I'm using your family as example, but that's
but Lincoln, that analogy will not hold, because family. Running family depends from running the whole country.
Yeah, but that's the first unit of the society.
Yeah.
So if I can run my family, then I can run the country.
Your family, sometimes you don't make compromises because your family you got is a unit. It's independent of itself. Yeah, you didn't ask your wife to agreement. You're fairly in love naturally. So you say, but this government is a thing. It's all about accommodation by him. So and he got people around him that greedy. About trying to protect their own interests.
Yeah, but so who's supposed to cut the car here? Everybody. So in the collaboration, everybody should be cutting it.
I mean, that man guy, but he has look, over 3,000 jobs to get out, and the old man, the people say he's sharp. Okay, he is, but I mean that position is hectic position.
Well, I will tell you, all in all, the president is the man that calls the shot.
Oh yeah, I agree. I mean, he hires and fires. He hires and fires.
At the end of the day, you are the biggest guy in the house there. You are the one people came to. People came to you to help you, and you are doing your job. It's like if I was making my farm and people came to help me. So I would share all the food with them. I'll give you what I think you deserve. Okay, but the thing here is, you will be the one to share. You can't tell the people who came to you say you can cut why you can cut and go. Somebody might take half of the farm from you. So so the president should be there. And even if somebody is doing something, the president should be in the know. And look at what Paul mentioned earlier on, about people appointing people. You already sitting at their family. You see the next person can say, no, now you the appoint. I mean, when your leave are already gone. And then after they do the appointment, the disgraceful thing about it is they say the other list there is supersedes the list that came before. It take priority. So how many presidents we got that making one list? Then after that, then you make another list. And guess what? All the lists they're talking about, it can be signed by the press secretary. Then the same press secretary will say they want supersede. So where you got the first one from? How many presidents we got?
But let me just interject something quickly. This is not unique to this government. It was same thing happen. The same happened to Joe Weah government initial stage. People are there going to the ministry. Two person go to the same ministry, the same position. So the other people will send the people. The other person, I won't call names, because the other people, the other person will, got the formation. We are they not. Everybody was bringing their own people in. If I close the thing, close to you, I say, oh, I put that how come the person here can put a web there? If you not bono or hospital, so everybody are putting the man and the family and the wife to the same place of the position, so it became a class. So it's not unique to only to this government.
Yeah, but the thing I don't understand, wait, there is something that I don't understand until you guys can explain to me. So, because, okay, let's say I supported Mr. Cummings, right? So if Mr. Cummings had won, I would just grab my way and go and say, go where and go where? Is that the way the appointment will go? I thought the president is supposed to make that list. Even if I want my wife to work, I'll go to the person responsible for recruitment and say, Mama, I want a strong supporter. So you please help me, you put my wife in there. And then do put, but I'll just grab my wife hand and say, can I go? I go and nag it do. Your girls are.
So, I think I must give the old man a little credit yet now, as compared to the appointment made during the CDC time. Because at the CDC appointment, other people when they won, there was a euphoria. The guys did not know what to do. So the other people, the Finabono, Yima, the PSC, the this and the other running around, bringing their own people that need there. By the time the president, he sucked that presidency in. He started realizing, something, this guy or this person, all how come most of the guys in the CDC were kicked out, the mainstream guys were kicked out. Once the position was already taken, by the time the president realized it was too late. But similarly, this government has to move on. The president needs to take the bull by the horn now and make decisions that it can still be in the wait and see or in a process play out a kind of scenario with the government. The government, 6 years is 6 years. It's just around the corner. 6 years just around the corner. And the pace is going, but then it'll be 1 year, 2 years there. It's time to do cash up. It'll be too late.
I think Paul can help me here. Paul, help me out here. How do you think you're supposed to be, Paul?
No.
Wait, let me ask the question so you can help me out. How do you think you're supposed to be? That we ran in the campaign, we won. So the president there get list, and so I'll just bring people. I'll just go to one minister and say, "You sit down here." That used to be here without the president knowing. Then when we get at a later time, then the president will get to know, and then you can move up. I don't know how it works.
But the normal way things work in every society, before you come into office, if you want, you already have your shadow government ready to step in. That's the normal thing. It's because in Liberia, where you have 2 months of transition period, within that 2 months, your cabinet already set.
Yes.
Because when the inauguration take place, right away you start working. That's why they say the 100 days mandate they gave you are going to do this. That means this is the way the country will look. What would they will set the foundation for 100 days. So that's the horse you building now. You making the foundation solid. So you start running. But in this case, and this is what I'm saying, the UP, what Francis just said, 6 years may sound long, but it's short. How many months we gone? We into the 3rd month. By the time we bap our 1 year gone. And you play, when you start playing catch up, because what happened today, there is a landslide or something that happened. Unexpected thing will happen. Your focus now will move from what you're supposed to be doing on that something. The moment you go low, another thing happen. So it just now you'll be answering questions here and there, and it will unsettle you for a long time. And so this is why you start from day one. And so when the king was there, they say we're going to rescue, they should have the team set. This is the team we're going to put forward. There are the other names that will come, like maybe deputy superintendent or all of those names. But the key player by now supposed to be in action. So when the train going, the train go with force. It will pick up the other passenger on the way. But
and by way of information, all of the superintendents for the various countries have been completely appointed now in the 15 countries. So
already?
So I just gave you the example. So those
I just giving you information,
Yeah, okay.
So I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
The key players, yeah. So by the time everything in place now, you're running. And you see, you said that you supported Comey. Comey had a shallow government already in place. And he said, they say, when I'm inaugurated, we're going straight into office. It means they were ready to start the same day, no inaugural ball. That was his mindset. So the rescue train, I don't know why it is so slow, because that 2 months, those that came in to help, but now say you help all this for you. And you see the CPP that people overload, the CPP had 20% of slot for if they get into the second round, those that will come and join them. That 20% were allocated to them. It means there will be people that will put in, but they had a team set already to move in. So I don't know, but the way things are, as my only fear is, Weah and Boakai will make George Weah look good. They need to buck up quick.
Yeah, and Paul, you said something. I mean, talking about landslide, do these or occur natural disasters or probably some epidemic or some pandemic may come up. So what really happened? CDC, the CDC government was the corona. Because it was an excuse. The global economy was shut down. The corona was this. Some coming to our come with the BB book, the shocks, economic shocks of the economy, this and that. It ain't have that. So there's an opportunity. I mean, although the people side to try to take away this saying from Mr. Cummings, although he was not the one who coined it. What he used to say, what he call experience writing. Past experience too, some kind of nonsense.
Past experience determine. They say past performance determine future performance.
Yeah,
so your past experience will determine. Yeah.
So I mean, look, we will say all we have to say a lot today, but the government needs to say, what he didn't use it for going to say, I know, he to say,
and what they're doing now.
Let me also point out something that may just bother this government. This government is taking on huge Herculean tasks. For example, the War and Economic Council. Once it gets started, that's a long thing. The government will have to be part of it. Especially if it is established in Liberia, the Justice Minister or the whole justice ministry, all the security apparatus will be part of it. Because for fear for security, risks. But so that could again divert the attention of the government for I don't know how long it could last for completing 1, 2, 3 years, 4 years, depending the span of the whole activity. So you see, there's a lot that this government needs to do. Then they talk about asset recovery. And even most of the people that they appointed, they are not declared assets. So many things. Then this government, if they renege, if the commitment that the president made to the international community, if he doesn't want to do it, that will also bring another hala, so to put it the Liberian way. Because where do we get money from? Look at the budget they made. The budget has not even passed. They get problem. People have started, seeing things about it. So this government will have to think twice. And with all the intentions that it brought, that we'll do this, we'll do that. No. Our people get paranoid. They say before the fire can spread, you got to burn the place where it started from. Fire can just start spreading. So you got to deep root yourself first. When you get deep rooted, before the tree you see, so tree don't get grow, the root can start going down for it to be able to absorb enough water through the process of osmosis, and then you can see the branches, because every branch on the tree would need water, and every leaf would need water. But our people are not doing that. They so able, you got the thing they know so much, they put everything together. They got to go do asset recovery, they got to go, other people, they got to do war crimes code, all of which are very good. I support all. But then the timing is wrong. Look, let me tell you.
No, my brother, let me add something. I got a video that I'm from Kawaken, River G. My cousin sent me some kind of picture a few days. Some rain came down a few days in Liberia, in a roper, and cars are stuck in mud. So these people now start. So just to add what you say, all of these things that you're supposed to do, and you reach there, my brother, this will be who have a lot of people. Then some kind of disaster happen. Then you get people demonstrating unnecessarily. A unsettled government, you're not balanced because you're trying to face the one, another one come, you try to face another one. So I think friends say right, they need to speed up. They need to speed up. It's not for joke. You know what's going to happen. And this thing what happened, I think River said today, although tomorrow, but they will get the details. They say people die.
Yeah, no, I actually saw the video. I mean, on that video picture, I was looking at it, but I don't know which part of
so until the clarity come out, that alone, that's another thing. Then the fire incident all over the country too. So things can just spoil the whole thing, and then it just take your mind on so many things. So they have to buckle up.
The pictures of my man posted it. Oh my God.
Okay. You see, this is terrible. And you see.
I saw young children.
Yes. Yeah, I saw. I had a picture actually in my messenger. Somebody just posted that. I saw it. But actually, I was even doubting. Actually, it was a long time. But then I saw it did. I mean, I saw it a few hours ago when he posted it. Yeah. But you see, so like you said, to run the government is not easy. That's why you need to settle first before you can engage into several other things. But I don't know, guys. I think I don't know if you have time, but I think we've almost exhausted everything because
Let's wrap up, man. Let's wrap up.
Yeah, let's wrap up. And if because all of what we say, we try to compare Weah's first 50 days, even though Weah too, he had a lot of things on his hands, but at least his government too were almost in place, were doing something. Because by this time, there are some, I remember the Eboma. Who remember the famous Eboma? Who remember the Eboma, rather? And then the other one, how you call it? The Bali Island.
You're supposed to build the Bali Island. Yeah. But what happened? By this time, we have done the Doe community road.
Yeah.
You remember that Doe community road? That was a big thing. That the first thing he took action on. So this, I said, the United Party should not make Weah to really look good. I just seen it.
No, but they're doing it already.
Because the way it going,
the way they're proceeding, if they continue, people will say, but we should have just have Weah instead of, thinking about anything like this. Because can you imagine that a technical thing that they criticize Weah for, the doing it? They start flying private jet, both the president and the vice president. So what were there to move Weah for?
Yeah, call this a day, man. We'll be back here when
we'll be back here on Friday.
On Friday will be what? Good Friday. Will be Good Friday, right?
Friday.
Yeah.
There's holiday everywhere, so we can have a good show on Good Friday when I finish eating and shake Jesus Christ, and that when he'll be dying, then Sunday he come back.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So on Friday, instead of moon, because that would be we'll moon Jesus Christ on Friday. Then on Sunday we'll all happy again that he came back.
Happy when he comes up.
Yeah.
But guys, I think it was good. It was a good show, and we hope that our government will take some cues from some of these things we can be talking. People will not know how important they are, but whatever we say here is important. I mean, it may not be immediately important, but it's important. So we hope that government can take cue and do the best. Because the thing is, my fear is that you don't create a condition that will make people to start wanting to go back to the old past and say, hey, I think Taylor government will go, Ellen government will go, or we are going. All progress. This is the essence of life. You are born, you start down, you start crawling, then you walk. So when you walk, then you become men, you start doing other things. So let's progress as a country instead of thinking, oh, we want to go back to the time we're young baby. Where's my leader and put food in your mouth? I don't want that. So guys, I think it was good to be here, and Mr. Mensah, you got any final word?
Yeah, man, just to to sum up what we just said, and discuss in terms of the government's ability to to make some decisions, immediate decisions. I think the government is being very, very, very careful. It doesn't want to make mistakes. You cannot have a perfect government, 100%. So we are not seeing, or I'm not seeing that they should go about it and appoint anybody, and they'll just go and do some hasty things. But look, there's always a time to make amends for what you did. Well, things will go wrong. So why are you afraid of doing things what you're supposed to do? Go ahead, do what you're supposed to do. It goes wrong, you come and fix it. But once you're afraid to make mistakes, so you eventually be at a very snail pace, because you just want to get it right. You say, I'm looking around. I don't. It is like, let me just close with this story with this guy who lives. He didn't want to be in trouble. He said he want to move. He moved on the 100th floor. He didn't want to be in trouble about it. So one morning, you are trying to water your flowers. Accidentally, the flower pot dropped. When the 100th floor dropped on somebody here, he got in trouble because he didn't want to be. So that's it. So you will encounter problems. So just go about and do your things. Everybody won't be perfect. No, we can't do this as a president. No, we can't do this. You are already making mistakes. So come on. So on that note, thank you guys, and we see on Friday. And then just want to remind our viewers, especially within Europe here, that we having this consultative meeting of Liberians, entrepreneurs and professionals in Antwerp, Belgium on the 25th. And not forgetting the Independence Day celebration in Germany, so July 20th. So you all keep it on your calendar, and save the date. I hope to see you all. Well, guys, let's keep the show up, keep promoting and talking about Liberia, especially Liberians in Europe. So good seeing you guys. Apart from my end,
Yeah.
thanks to the audience for listening,
Okay.
for joining us.
Thank you, Paul. Take us home.
Well, I will go back to the newspaper article that the rescue train is it derailing. I think that question, yes, they are, because why are they derailing at this time? They buried into office for 3 months and things not going well. Now, the appointments that been done by senators that appoint confirm, it means they put their relatives into key places. And then to find out, president may find out that, oh, but how come I appointed this person, the person not on the list? So that's why the New Dawn is, New Republic is asking, is the train derailing? Yes, it is derailing. Is Omer Burka in charge? That's the question. Is he in charge? Yes or no? If he's in charge, there was a budget that is submitted. The agriculture, he's an agriculturalist. One of his key area, agriculture. How much went into agriculture? They only increased it with $1 million from Weah. He talked about ecotourism. There's no money in there for ecotourism. So this uh, platform that they were on called arrest. After arrest now was supposed to be the key to the 100 days delivery, right? So, but now we know that heavy money have gone into agriculture. We know they talk about sanitation in that thing. We know the city is dirty. Heavy money should have gone into sanitation, for example. But where the thing they ran on. So the whole thing is just helter skelter because the manufacturer they sold to us, they left it. Where they going after now? War crime code was not part of that thing. It was just the propaganda thing that he used to get them say in the office. Now he called Ali Where to sign. He does not want to sign. Prince Johnson made a confession that he's not going, there will be no war crime code because he been giving it. I listened to his sermon in church this gone Sunday. He gave a sermon that he now compare himself to Jesus Christ. He even compare himself to Saul, who became Paul in his church. So Prince Johnson have the guarantee that there will be no war and economic crime code in Liberia. So Prince Johnson is happy. That noise that was created. So we're waiting within 100 days. That does not happen. There'll be noise behind it. Say you promised they promise XYZ. We were told in the campaign propaganda that the entire government were going to be audited, but then to find out it's only the executive branch you're going for. So all of this area will be noisy. Remember, people still waiting for the report that happened in Cape Mount. Those people that died. Who killed them? Were the police arrested? The investigation have not come yet. Remember, Emiata family, the inaugural money that went some kind of way, they set up investigation and have not come out yet. Luther Tapper, the party chairman, the 365,000 that each community was supposed to get money. They said they set a report. Nothing come out. So the newspaper is asking question now. The most experienced government is better 2 months. No head, no tail. Where is the country heading? And that's what they're asking. Is the train derailing now? Better into 3 months. Where are we going? So, in my take on this now, if it continue like this, guess who they're going to make look good? George Manuel Weah. People will start making a comparison that Weah were better off than Joseph Numa Barker. That's my take.
Well, you've said it all, Paul, and like I've always said, Liberia got so many problems, multiple problems. If you own a car, then that means you're a Liberian citizen. Because Liberia, when you're talking about economy, the security right there on your heels. Okay, tackle security, then health issues burning on your head. When you tackle the health issues, then education, illiteracy. So you see,
Yeah.
it's just like the old car, the tire punch, you try to change the tire, then when you know the engine, smoke start coming from in the engine, you face the oil is leaking. So, we cannot solve this problem with Liberia one day. But we're looking forward to that time when we'll have the leaders that will know. And what frustrates me is that we'll have people who will come every time and tell us we'll change the system. They cannot do it. Then we have people who will know, who help to change the system. But because we are not ready for change, we refuse them. Then we go for the same old people that we know because we know them and they know us. And let me tell you, witchcraft see, eh? We all traditional people, yeah. Witchcraft, they get witchcraft, Paul, they get witchcraft. But witchcraft will not catch Paul when nobody that know Paul or nobody who close to Paul inside. Eh? I heard somebody say witch can cross ocean. The lie, you can cross ocean. But you bring it, you want with women. Women, nobody, no women there in the witchcraft. So the witchcraft, it can catch people when there are people there.
Who in a society, eh?
Yeah, that's Susu.
Ah,
You get your own, I get my own. You see? So the people say the people who know they're the one we can elect, and the people who you can elect, they know you too. So they know what you want. You want t-shirt and bag, all right. But you only want a new man who come in with new ideas. Say we know that man. But on a serious note, we hope that the government will speed up. Time is going. 100 days is not far. 100 days, you got less than 34 more days because it's almost 12 o'clock tonight. And then when you know, you have 33 days left. That's just one month, 3 days. When you go low, 1 month. And time can go fast. I remember during this time that when Joshua and his group they used to go right after inauguration, when they took over the first 2-3 months, they used to go play football, then they be singing that song.
yeah.
The be doing. Now then after after 1 year, we couldn't see them on the football field again. Then we'll go low. It will get that somewhere 20 will coming with economic theory. Then job we start doing economic theory. If you do hard right, then you can do. You see, so the time can go fast. The time can go fast. For United Party, for the stay fun, they still having honeymoon. They changing people from office to office. Sorry, I got my guests in the studio, so sorry for the noise. But then that will happen. But we hope that they can settle down and look back at experience. You just came from a fair government. Look at that experience from that fair government and do the best. That's what we want. When you hear us
Yeah.
talking, President Boakai, we're not talking because we don't like a government, but we want you to do the best because when Liberia is good, it's good for everybody. Some of us here, when we want to come to Liberia, we want to come and live on electricity, we want to come and drink good, safe drinking water and other things. So we hope that they will take use. Well, on that Paul, I don't know. I know we don't have anything more to say. We just want to say thanks for watching. For those of you, let's recognize few people whose names you can see. Cool boy, we done. Rosongana Chamawar. Let's see Francis Kiazulu, and also journalist Macintosh. Reese. We hope that you guys will join us next time. And thanks to Jala TV for attracting more viewers to the program. And on this note, we like to say thank you for watching, and this is how we let you take you home this evening. And we hope that you will join us tomorrow or no Tuesday, because every working day is tomorrow. So today is Tuesday, we'll be here on Friday. So we hope you can join us.